Hello Darklings and welcome to the Notoriously Morbid YouTube channel. My name is Orphia and in today's video I want to do a recreation of last week's video in which I followed a It's Black Friday makeup tutorial. Now because I don't have shaved eyebrows and the eye shape I have is a little bit different than hers, I wanted to do my own take on her look. But of course I will be using the same product and I will be doing more or less the same thing that she did. So in today's video, if you want to see how I adapt the look that she has to fit me better and also possibly fit you better, then keep on watching. Now because I want to keep the order of things more or less the same, we're going to start by priming our face and I am using the Catrice Prime and Fine Keep Me Matte base. Up next, I am taking my foundation, which is the Catrice Cosmetics Foundation in 002 Porcelain Beige, and I'm using the Real Techniques sponge to apply this to my face. And I am yet again setting this with D and finishing powder. Now that I'm looking nice and pale, I'm going to contour my face yet again with Necromancy contour and my contour brush. And I'm going to do something that she doesn't do, and it is actually contour my nose. And I do this with a little bit of leftover makeup that is on the brush after applying the first original contour. So there is product on the brush, but it's also like not massive amounts of product. And then I start with the brush with barely any product on it, if even, to just blend out the contour. And because I know she uses black to do her contour as well, I'm going to do it as well, but not as heavily as she does. I'm actually going to use a fan brush for this. With the fan brush, I'm going to very slightly dip it into the black eyeshadow. Just go here on the total edge of it and just set that black here. So you can already tell it's a big difference, but it's not as harsh as hers was. And just with that fan brush, I'm following along the line of the contour I just did. There we go. So you can see it's a lot sharper, a lot harsher, but it's not like black. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. And the trick is not to use too much black. So now my face is contoured, and also I'm going to prep my lips. Now I usually do this before I even do anything. Now I did the rest of my makeup beforehand, but now I'm just going to apply a little bit of lip balm just to make sure that my lipstick afterwards will stay on really well. And this is the Notoriously Morbid Slumber Salve in Vanilla Veil that I'm using. And now I'm doing something that It's Black Friday doesn't do, it's to apply highlighter. So I'm using Osteomancy Highlight by Notoriously Morbid and my trusty highlighter brush, and I'm going to just apply some highlighter here on the top of my Cupid's bow, which she does with white eyeshadow, and also a tiny bit on the bridge of my nose. Up next, we are going to start the eyes, but this time I'm using a primer, and this is Dreams Fade by Notoriously Morbid. Then I am taking my personal skin tone eyeshadow, which is called So Goes My Nation. I will be applying this with a big fluffy brush. After that, she uses the same shade she used to carve out her cheekbones to do her eyes. So I'm going to use a fluffy makeup brush and Necromancy contour as a eyeshadow. And I'm going to just simply do what she does and just go into the hollows, into the sockets of my eyes and just blend it out there. Also slightly go underneath my eye. Go upward slightly and do the same on the other side, of course. I believe the step after this was to actually apply the white eyeshadow all over her eye and also underneath her eye, so like in the inner V area, and that's what I'm gonna do as well. I'm going to be using a fluffy brush to start off with and then maybe switch to a smaller brush depending how easy it is to get really into the eye corner, but I'm not gonna be applying as much as she does. And I think you can already see, if you've seen the previous video, a big difference in application. If you apply a primer and a base color and then your actual color that you're working with, it pops a lot more. So I could highly recommend using a primer on your eyes before you start doing your makeup looks. And because I really want the white to be opaque in the inner eye corner, I'm just taking a smaller makeup brush and going over it again. Up next, I think she carved out her crease using black eyeshadow, so I'm using Bloody Awful Poet on a small brush, and I'm actually going to follow my own crease for this, upwards. And I feel like in the previous video I also messed up sometimes by having some white be contaminated with the black, so right now I'm just really quickly going over some of those spots, but I will of course clean up the white afterwards as well. Up next, I'm going to fill in my eyebrows, and I'm going to kind of make them pointy as well as she does, but I'm not doing it with eyeliner. I'm trying to have my eyebrows as even as possible, but it's very difficult because they are so different. But yeah, this is where I'm just gonna stop. After that comes the eyeliner, which is a lot of fun. So I'm just going to take my eyeliner that I usually use and not experiment with new ones, and just draw a big cat wing that just connects to the outer part of my eye, the way that I usually do my cat eyes. And I will not do it as thick on the eyes as she does. And I know that she eventually connects her eyebrow to this shape, so I'm just kind of trying to see how this would continue there, but I'm not actually going to connect them. I think on my eyes, with the shape that I have, it's not the best look, for me at least. There we go, that's the eyeliner done for the first part at least. And then I want to create the inner eye corner the way that she does, or at least more or less do it. So I'm going to create an inner V and connect it to the outer part. However, I'm going to keep it a little bit smaller than what she does. I'm again not 100% sure in what order she did the next things, but I do know that she takes a kohl pencil, aligns everything to create one big shape, and then blends it out. So that's what we're doing. So I'm just going to take the kohl pencil, connect the eyeliner here to my crease. And then I'm taking my pointed blending brush by Real Techniques, and I will just start blending away and blend everything outward so that it looks good. And I actually just see that I forgot to do a thing that she does, and which is applying fake lashes, like with eyeliner, underneath your eyes. So I'm quickly going to do that as well. So now that I think I'm done with the black, I'm just going to take a little bit of white and just apply it again, just over the edges to make sure everything is nice and smooth. Before I curl my lashes, I'm using a lash curler so they sit up nicely. And then I take the same mascara as before by Essence. I'm pretty sure the next step was to take false eyelashes, apply some glue to them, and then do your lips and apply your lashes. So I'm quickly going to do that. And then I am setting them aside so that the glue can become tacky. Now I'm going to do my lips. So I'm going to do black lips again. I'm going to use my black lip liner. I know my lips are still a little bit sticky, so I'm just going to blot them off on my hand, so that all of the lip balm is gone and doesn't affect the look. And then I'm taking my black lip liner pencil the same way I did before and apply this pencil. And because I moisturized my lips, this is going to apply a lot smoother. Up next, I'm going to apply Rune liquid lipstick. And I know that It's Black Friday applies a dot to her face. I, however, apply crosses most of the time, and it's been a while since I've done it. So I'm just going to draw a cross here on my face where she would put the dots. But then, of course, her final step is also going to be my final step, and it is to apply a setting spray all over my face. So this is my version of the makeup look done by It's Black Friday. I just personalized it to my face and especially to my eye shape. Everything else is more or less the way she does it. I hope that you enjoyed this video. In the description box of this video, you will find the list of products that I used to create this look. Should you still have any questions at all, feel free to let me know in a comment. Don't forget to subscribe to the Notoriously Morbid YouTube channel for weekly videos by your favorite darkly inclined makeup brand. I want to thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you next week with a new video. Bye!